YouTube. Um, but yeah, like everything, is so in the space of unfolding that it is amazing to me to see it, hear it, feel it. So grateful. YouTube. There we go. All right. YouTube is in place. I had to go and see how many days it is. 1,343 days. I'm like, oh, we up in here. We've been in the place for a minute. Nona Carey, are you good? I ain't heard her voice in a while. Sasha, you good? Put a thumbs up, honey. Put a thumbs up. Let us know that you're good. Barrels a smiley. I know you ready for a big, 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 big nap. Are you taking a nap? Noreen, you good?
No nap, ma'am. Blessings.
No nap.
Happy Monday. No nap. Gotta get up. Gotta get ready.
You working like
Last
you
school is
get. You working
today.
like
My
you get
last
paid.
school
You
is
working.
today.
Oh my goodness. Is so what? So what's happening now?
Today's my last school. I'm getting ready.
Okay, last school, getting ready. Okay.
777 completion.
We are so proud of you. I know just from this couple of days of this conference, I am exhausted. My eyes are burning right now as we speak.
Listen, I am
Lay
like,
down
oh,
and don't wake up.
tired is not the word.
Listen, so I can't imagine. All I had to do is bring myself. I ain't bring no stuff. I ain't bring no people, nothing. You got to go. You got to bring stuff. You got to set up. You got to do all of that. And I am so, so proud of you. And I just can't wait until you are resting,
Girl,
looking at the ocean. So,
not even that. It's super hot. It
oh,
is so hot. I mean, we are sweating bullets out there. I mean, we are so, the pictures are beautiful, yeah, but you guys don't see how hot we are. Oh my God, we're so hot. It's like poor kids. So we're trying to, be as fast as we can, to get them going. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. This temperature is nothing else like that I experienced before.
I've only been to Jamaica in the early part of the year. Then that's why they say don't come in the summertime.
Hmm.
Only been in like January and February, and it was hot then, so I can't imagine what summertime is. They told me, oh, it's winter time because it was in the 70s and the 80s. So I guess now that it's summer, it's hotter than that or something. I don't know, but it just was definitely hot then, so I can't imagine.
Yes. And after today, I need like about 3 days of sleep. I
Oh,
need like 3 days of sleep. And because yesterday I was here, yeah, calling about 100 parents, just a reminder. So I never get to take a break and just to be. And then in the meantime, my youth club students, I try to make a point to see them. So I've been trying to see them one by one all over the different places. So yeah, so it's beautiful to see them, and I'm so excited. Their faces lit up. I said, "Do you guys miss?" Yes, miss.
uh-huh.
And so it's so lovely to see them. Oh my God.
I love their manners, how they address you when they see you. That is always, to see. Just because you don't have everything doesn't mean that you can't be mannerly. And that's the thing that I notice most about your kids. They're so mannerly. Um,
Yeah, and we're telling them too, because a lot of them are not remembering the thank you, and you're giving the bag and they're taking it from you. They're looking at you. Hello,
yeah.
thank you, thank you, thank you, and they're like, thanks, thank you. especially the little ones. So those are the things that we're telling the parents. You
Hmm.
cannot let these kids forget their manners. You cannot at all. It's so important. It is so important.
Yes.
But yeah, it's great to see my youth kids, and they one of the young ladies, she's what, she's 12, yeah. She brought me pear avocado, right? We say pear in Jamaica.
Yeah.
So avocado, and they're big and they're so good. So but I said, how did you know I love pear? She said, Miss, you said when you was on the group with us that you love pear.
Ah,
And I said, that is so wonderful. Oh my God. I love it. So she thought about me, just by me saying something she remember. And I really love that because it's important. They're listening. They're listening.
yeah.
And yeah, and they got all, I was able to give them their certificate, their participation certificate, because I didn't have a chance to. So one by one, and I take pictures with them, and we could be on the side of the road or wherever we are.
Yes.
But it's really nice, and some of them got surprises. They got laptops, and so they're excited. Yesterday, the last student, my brother said, "You see his face? His smile went to one ear to the other." And you could not even change the face. And he was so shocked. His mouth was wide open. And so I gave him his backpack and everything. I said, "You see all this stuff in here, everything." I said, Remember, take care of your things or whatever." And I opened the bag, gave him his certificate, took a picture, and then I'm looking and I pull out the laptop. His mouth dropped to the ground. Even his mom. It was so funny. I love it.
That's
We
cute.
love to do. There's so many things that we who have access could forget. We could forget that we have access to laptops and computers and cell phones and tablets and all of that when these children and families do not. And a lot of times they don't even have access to the electricity to even be able to use them. I remember one time I had asked you about sending a printer to the school, and you said, "For what, honey? They don't have no electricity." It's so wonderful
And the
to,
internet
Yeah,
is very weak down there.
very weak. Oh
Very
my
weak.
God, the
You
back
could
and
be
forth
on the phone
nonsense.
with someone talking and boom, it's over.
Jesus, it's crazy.
It's
But even
sad.
now, we're searching for, not searching, but trying to locate two kids on the list that I did on the school I did on Friday,
mhm,
because they don't have any phone. So we're gonna have to send a message to the neighbor, to the neighbor, to the neighbor, to the neighbor to get to them.
mhm,
Because the principal says, they don't have any phone. And so, because so sometimes uh, we're just not understanding the the things that we need to be so grateful for.
mhm.
So
Yes,
grateful for things, the little things. And yes, some students are at that level, and parents where, they do have phone and they do have something, they do have whatever, but some still don't. Some
yeah,
still do not, and our one little boy, his mom died a couple months ago, and and so we're able to help him, and you could just see his face, because then we're saying, okay, where's mom to sign for you, and then yeah, here goes mom, it's not, so
yes,
even those things, just to be aware that the kids are going through, some of them are going through,
yeah.
yeah, so just prayers.
Yes, lots of prayers. Go ahead, Sherry.
I wanted to speak to the heat that Shanette was talking about. Remember, we're under global warming. So all the temperatures are extreme and very different. I mean, I'm sure, well, I'm not sure, but here in New York, It could be winter in the morning, spring in the middle of the day, and then summertime at night, and the reverse.
Mhm.
And the temperatures and the rain, everything is extreme.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, for sure.
I don't
It
know
seems like it,
how,
Sherry.
say again.
It seems like it very
Yeah.
extreme. Even when I left Atlanta, I mean, it was wicked hot.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Global
it just,
warming.
oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. Well, let me jump into our cards, our affirmation cards today. Today's card says, "Today is a delightful day. Money comes to me in expected and unexpected ways. I have unlimited choices. Opportunities are everywhere. Opportunities are everywhere." And the second,
Amen to that.
yes, amen to that. Opportunity is everywhere. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it, right? However, I need to now do the thing that I need to do, because the thing is, we go to these conferences, we collect all this information, and we don't follow up. So today I'm going to be intentional about following up with all of the people that I said that I would. I already got message from the chief of staff of the prime minister this morning, sending me a message to let me know that they have arrived back home safe and sound in Guinea. I'm like, wow, that was intentional.
Mhm.
That was intentional. This is not a thread of 100 people that we're on. That message was direct to me. We are home. And I said, I'm so happy to hear that, and really look forward to how we get to serve his country. I'm really looking forward to that. And so in order to be able to go to Africa multiple times a year for such a plight as this, you got to have your US business in order. You got to have your affairs correct and in order, and you need to have disposable income to be able to go. So now, like, and as I think about it, and then once you get there, you're not staying for 2 days. You got to stay for a week, maybe two, maybe a month.
Yep.
So where you working at in the States while you doing that? So the call has been made. The table has been laid out. The requirements have been set. So now I'm leaning into, what does that look like for my life going forward to be able to do things like that? I'm on it though. Trust and believe I'm on it, because I want it. I want it badly. I don't want God to show me a need that I can't really fulfill. So I want to be able to do that. So I will. And then it says, the second affirmation card says, the point of power is always in the present moment. The past is over and done and has no power over me. I can begin to be free in this moment. Today's thoughts create my future. I am in change. I now take my own power back. I am safe and I am free. I'm safe and I am free. So grateful, so grateful. Dr. Long, I thought you was about to say something.
No, I'm just saying I'm safe and I am free. I just repeated what you were saying.
Oh, okay. Okay, 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 okay.
Take
Well,
our power back.
listen, we do give it away. We give our power away every single time we fall into any type of unrest, sadness, or anger, or whatever. We give our power away. So we call it back, we take it back, and we live peacefully and freely with each other. Yes, it's Sade said, I am safe and I am free. You are safe and we are free. We get to decide what we are and who we're going to be. Every day that we open our eyes, every step that we take, every encounter that we have, we get to choose how we respond. We get to choose whether we go left or go right. We get to choose whether we crash out or stay in peace. And I don't know, sometimes, you know, crashing out and getting excited and upset and all that kind of stuff, is one thing, but it is so much more powerful to walk away. It's so much more powerful. Silence is way more powerful. Do you know that when you are silent, people have no idea what you're thinking? Like, she didn't even say nothing. You know what she's saying in her mind? Jesus just saved your life. I'm gonna walk away.
It's,
Ooh, thank you, God. Jesus just saved your life. Lord, listen. You ain't done with me yet. I know you're not done with me yet. You still working on me, but you just saved that one. Because I'm gonna go ahead and exit stage left. Because we are human. We are human. But there's way more power in silence and walking away and not really engaging in things that would take us outside of our character. And the other part is we are too busy working on our blessings. You are too busy building something that you want blessings for. So if you are over here creating turmoil for someone else, do you think that your efforts will be blessed? We have to be mindful of even the thoughts we think at people. You can't even sling those darts. Just give the people grace, the same grace that we ask God for every day for ourselves. We must extend it as well, because some people need it. They need grace. Because see, they don't think like you think, and they're not thinking about how is this going to impact my life. And some people, they don't know the impact that they create is not only affecting them, but their very bloodline. Be mindful and be careful in the things that you are saying and doing. The very words you wish on someone else will sling right back to you. We are all mirror reflections of each other. So don't say that to them, because if you say it to them, you're saying it to yourself. Watch your words. Words have power. They said that the quote was, if you knew the power of your thoughts, you wouldn't think anything. If you really knew the power of your words, you wouldn't just say anything. And literally, if you knew the power of your presence, you wouldn't just be anywhere. And I experienced the presence part being at the conference. There was so many people wanting to talk to all of us, wanting to know more about what we do and why we do it. And when I think about those who I've encountered, I know that they are part of the promises and blessings that I know that God has shown me already. So now, this is the part where we have to take action. Somebody probably told you something at some point, that they could help you with something, or that they had some ideas for you, and you never followed up. This is a great day for follow up. They say the fortune is in the follow up. I got a call from the ally lady yesterday, a text, and she asked me to meet her at the penthouse. Come here. The Who House? The penthouse? I'm on the way. I am on the way. And you know how somebody looks at you and they look at you with reverence and in awe. And that was the look on her face when she looked at me in my face. And I could see it. I could see it. And I stood in the power of my presence, in the power of every ancestor that was before me. I stood in awe of Her Excellency's power. And absolutely, yes, I will meet you at the penthouse. Hmm. And bring all my grace, all my glory, and everything that you see is real. Because I stand in and on the power of the 4,094 ancestors that came before me and the presence that God has bestowed upon me. And I do that mightifully and powerfully and unapologetically. And guess what? It feels good. I often in my mind think, thank you, God, for choosing me. Thank you for choosing me for such a time as this. Thank you for choosing me to allow me to stand in the power that my ancestors at times could not stand in. Thank you for allowing them to see me in all of this regalia and know that we are powerful people. And how can I attach to that energy? How can I help this energy? What can I do to be a part of this? Maybe there's some guilt that I want to clean up. Maybe there's some karma that I want to clean up. So let me help. And just maybe we might let you. You just might get to. So I'm excited to see what's this all about, Alfie. Let me jump into our 5 minutes of gratitude. We have way more than 5 minutes for sure. I am so grateful. So the quote today is from Rainer Marie Rilke. It says, "I am so glad you are here. It helps me realize how beautiful my world is." I like that. I'm so glad you're here. It reminds me of how beautiful my world is. I hope your world is beautiful too, but it makes me remember how beautiful my world is. I love that. Now fill in the four blanks. Something about myself I would never change. Something about myself I would never change. Something in my life that makes it worth living. Something in my life that makes it worth living. One reason today makes me look forward to tomorrow. One reason today makes me look forward to tomorrow. And lastly, a sight, sound, or feeling that reminds me why my life is so amazing. A sight, sound, or feeling that reminds me why my life is so amazing. And the affirmation says, I see my life and the world in which I live with grateful eyes. I see my life and the world in which I live with grateful eyes. Everything I see makes me grateful. Everything I get to do makes me grateful. Let's go listen to Mr. Alan Cohen. We haven't talked to him in a couple of days. Let's say today is, August 25th. August is almost done. Ooh, ooh. August 25th. Wow. Then we talk about follow up. The word says a few more phone calls. A few more phone calls. Everything he wanted to do was impossible. Everything he did had never been done before. Said by the Muppets creator Jim Henson. He said everything he wanted to do was impossible. Everything he did had never been done before. So it's okay if you have a dream that seems impossible, that has never been done before, but it's definitely possible. You see the Muppets all around. Dr. Long got to work with them all those years. Muppets are a cross between puppets and marionettes. That's why they're called Muppets, because they have sort of like strings, but they're sort of like puppets too. So it's really just amazing what he came up with, bringing those two things together and creating something that didn't make any sense to people who was trying to hear. You want to make a what? A Muppet. Well, what's a Muppet? Well, it's sort of kind of like a cross between a puppet and then the marionettes that you use. And then like, just make it so we can see it because we don't get it. It doesn't exist. So how are you trying to tell? We don't know what that is. So he literally created something that didn't exist. And look at the legacy. And because I had the opportunity to go to Sesame Street, I saw the rooms where the Muppets are created. I saw all the different types of eyes. I saw the materials. I saw like so many. There's so many. Like you guys know the ones that you see all the time, Big Bird and Oscar and Grover and Ernie and Bert. But there's so many, many, many more. Oscar, there's Grangetta now, there's Abby Cadabby, like there's so many. I mean, Sesame Street, if you really delved in and really looked at like all of the documentaries and things around, you would be amazed. Even the set is not just that little spot that we see. The set is like a warehouse and the ceilings are so high. I'm in there like in amazement. Um, Dr. Long, would you like to add anything to that? Because it's your world.
It's a factory.
Yeah.
And Abby Cadabby can fly. So, and Snuffleupagus has got two people in it. So it's way beyond a marionette and a puppet. You
Yes.
have people one person walking around in a suit, and Snuffy's got two people in it, a
Yep.
front and a back. And the poor guy that was the back of Snuffleupagus stopped telling people what he did for a living because he said, "I'm the back end of Snuffle," and the girls would say, "Get away from me, you weirdo." So he would just say, "I drive a bus." He wouldn't even tell people.
Oh my goodness. It truly is a wonderment in itself to see it from behind the scenes. And I was so grateful to be able to do that. You just never know where you might end up in the world. You just got to say yes a couple of times. All I did was say, yes, I'll give you a ride. Sure. Where you want to go? Take me to New York. And, I actually got a chance to meet Carol Spinney on multiple occasions. And, of course, Bob and Louise and Sonia that played Maria, being able to, and Gordon, of course, and being able to see them in their element and, all of the things that come along with it and all those people that are behind the scenes. Like you see two people on the screen, but it's like 100 just running things, lighting, equipment, the puppeteers and oh my god, like you see a whole bunch of Muppets in the screen. It's probably about 20 people laying on the floor with getting the camera angle just right.
Because one's their right hand and the other one's their left hand. See, one person has to work the mouth and one hand, and then you have to have a second person work the other hand, and they're all laying on top of each other and on top of these little ramps, and stagehands pulling them around. I'm telling you, it's a it's an operation.
I saw it and I'm just like, oh my God. Like it's because you'll see like from like right here or maybe to their waist, and then from waist down, there's people on the floor on roly little stool things. But think of a stool maybe about like this. These little roly things are like this tall. They're really small, low to the ground, and they're laying on them and knees on them, and then it's like a pile of people.
They also had to invent the microphones. They're the ones that invented the halo microphone that you wore and came around because they can't hold a mic with their hands.
Yeah, exactly. It's just amazing. It is just amazing. So if you get the opportunity to really delve in. So the reading goes, in the film For Love or Money, Michael J. Fox plays a conniving hotel concierge who wheels and deals to get his guests whatever they want. When he calls one of his sources to obtain some hard to get sports tickets, his contact tells him they are impossible to get. Nothing is impossible, Fox comes back. Impossible just takes a few more phone calls. I know that's right. If you're persistent enough, you can accomplish anything you choose. One morning, I showed up at the airport at 8 a.m. to catch a 9 o'clock plane. When I handed the agent my frequent flyer award coupons to purchase a ticket, I was stunned to hear her tell me, "I'm sorry, sir. Today is a blackout day for frequent flyer awards." Well, that wouldn't quite do. I walked across the lobby to a telephone and called the airline reservation office. No can do, I was told. I called again, not today. I called again, sorry, I can't help you. I kept calling until finally I got an agent who told me, I'll get you on that flight. I knew that if I just kept asking, eventually someone would say yes. My intention to get on the flight was stronger than the airline's intention for me not to be on it. Soon after 9 o'clock, I sat back and enjoyed the view from the sky. Every great invention or world transformation was once considered impossible. Impossible is a momentary or illusory belief in limitation. Expand your vision to see the big picture, and you will live in an infinite universe. Help me to remember your ability to manifest my good. I say yes to love and welcome your answer of yes to me. All of God's power lives within me. I am unlimited. Ooh, make a couple more phone calls. Make a couple more phone calls. And it is so true. I told y'all, my friend does 300 direct messages a day. She don't miss no days. Not never.
Mm.
7, she is sending 300 messages to the tune of carpal tunnel in both hands and trigger something with her thumbs. And a lot of times when I see her, she has two things on. Now, at some point, she's going to find staff and help and all of that. But she knows if she sends 300 messages a day, 7 days a week, what's that, 2,100 messages? That she will at least get 5 to 10 sales a week. I don't know anybody who does that. She's the only person I know who does that. And people tell her no. I don't know, 2,000 times a week. And then she gotta say, okay, no problem. 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 And then when they say yes, oh, great. So she just lives for the yeses. She can't lean into the no's. And we all just need to lean more into whatever it is that we're doing and be okay with making a few more phone calls. Be okay with
Yeah.
sending more messages and allowing the yeses to find you. You know, no's are no's. We eat no's like Cheerios. It's okay. we not we not letting them shake us because we are not for everybody. Understand that that no is a lot of times for your protection. We don't want everybody. We just want the people who are a part of the people that are assigned to our gift and assigned to the obedience to the obedience to that we're having to our gift. That's obedience like a mug to be 300 messages. So I am extremely grateful for all we get to do and all that we are developing and building because we have to find ourselves in our giftings and only in our gifting so that we can release all of the extra stuff. So I hope all of that was good for you all. Dr. Long, will you please give us our blessing for today? Unless anybody
Yes.
anything they want to add before we go.
No, I just want us to say our yeses to life. Just keep saying yes and taking a step. That's how I met you.
Mm-hmm.
You said yes, and she not only took a step, she brought her car. So that that was important to me because I needed transportation badly and got all this support on top of it. See, we also important, you have to ask for help.
Mm,
See, I was the kind of person, you know how a 2 year old will have his neck and his arm all in the sleeve, dressing himself. I do it myself. I do it myself. So
mhm.
be be able to ask for help. That's important.
Yeah,
Then you get the yeses.
absolutely.
Stay prayed up. Also, that's
And
very
it's
important.
important
So
to
here we
just
go. I
asking for when you're asking for yeses, you're letting people know what it is that you have to offer. People need to know what you have. That people need to know who you are, and if people don't know, how can they say yes to you? So you have to put that out. And sometimes we hold on to the stuff trying to get it perfect. And, I need this color background and I need this kind of flyer. And really, sometimes we just need to just tell people who you are and what you got.
And progress is better than perfection. The people that are perfectionists, it's got to be just right. And this, you, what is that? The paralysis of analysis while you're turning it over and over and over. The opportunities are gone on by. The bus left you in the bus stop while you looking at your ticket.
Oh,
Are we ready?
yes, we're ready.
Okay, come on. I'm blessed going in.
I'm blessed going in.
I'm blessed coming out.
I'm blessed coming out.
I'm blessed in the city.
Blessed in the
I'm
city.
blessed in the field. I am always in the right place at the right time
Always at the right place at the right time.
with the right people,
Right people.
doing the right thing
Right
for
thing.
the right reason.
Mhm.
And here's the point, everything is in divine order. Now, you
Everything.
believe that whether it looks like it or feels like it, everything's in divine order. As Jabez says, bless us indeed,
That says, bless us indeed.
expand our territory,
And our territory.
extend an open hand of favor to us
And an open hand of favor to us.
that we may do no harm.
We may do no harm.
And we let go and let God
We let go and let God.
and go with the flow
Flow.
and let the blessings and the money roll in
Let the blessings and the money roll in.
from the north, south, east, and west,
North, south, east, and west.
from above and beneath,
And beneath.
from known and unknown sources.
Known and unknown sources.
Tell
Uh,
us about the money.
we have supernatural unlimited money, sowing supernatural unlimited seeds.
And we live and give out of God's overabundance so we never run out.
Now,
We always have more than enough,
yes.
more than enough to do anything we desire to do, and more than enough to do anything God puts on our heart to do for others.
Mm.
We have money to spend, money to lend, and money to keep
Keep.
because Our bank is,
Heaven.
and we're the branch banks.
Yes, yes.
So just go with your heavenly bank and go do some good, y'all.
Yes. All
Love
right.
you.
Thank you, everybody. Jeremiah said heaven over there. Have an amazing day on purpose, everybody. We'll talk soon. I'll see you tomorrow. Same.
Okay, heavenly banks.
All right.
Bye.